Hi everybody. Welcome to our evening edition. It is a bit soggy out here, as you can see. I didn't let the pecans out today because of rain, and it's continued all day. Welcome everybody to my channel. This is Friends of the Feather. If you look down in the description box, you'll see what it's all about. We are on the journey to 1,000 subscribers. Trying to get monetized so that we can help fund our operation here, expand our operation. As I said this morning, we are planning on building a house, and that is expensive. But any monetization on here would go to building chicken house. So, because with our new house, there must be a new chicken house. So yes, that will be happening. It's probably going to be a while. It's a slow, painful process, but that's it. Thank you very much to our 152 subscribers, our best friends. I so appreciate it. It's always lovely when people hit the subscribe button. Please like and comment. Let me know where you're from, where you're about. Thank you to the folks that have been commenting. Deb, I think it was one of them, and Naomi was another one. Hello to both of you. Thank you so much for your comments, and thank you for subscribing. Of course, Mama Ramona, always adding some comments, which I greatly appreciate. So you may notice that things are a bit different here tonight. Let me turn some light on. There we go. We had Mean Mr. Mustard. That's this one's name. Because Mean Mr. Mustard was pulling the feathers out of everyone's backs. And I didn't take too kindly to that. But the exchange today was very interesting. So what happened was, I was down here feeding and watering and tending, right? And I happened to notice that the little black and white quails, this one and its cohort that's the same color, has the same color pattern, has a little more white on it than this one does. Both of them were, their feathers looked weird. Like, see how his back looks like there's some feathers sticking up? So I got to looking at them, and if they ever turn around here, I'll show you. But their feathers were being pecked out, like right in between the backs of their wings. Like where their wingtips come together on their backs, that little strip down through there. The Mean Mr. Mustard had been pulling those off. Well, I didn't know that it was Mean Mr. Mustard at that point in time. I thought that it was just the other bigger chicks, because they're bigger. Those two, the two little black and white ones, are the smallest of the bunch. So I was like, oh well, they're just getting picked on, poor little black and white chicks. So I attempted to pull them out of the cage, and oh my goodness, you guys, the first one went really well. I got this cage ready, right? Hello, Mr. Mustard. I got this cage ready, and had got it together and brought it down here. Had the top on it. See, it's got the nice top that upper management made for me. Nice top. Well, I got the first black and white one out and put it in there, no problem, no issues. The little one, the one that has the most white on it, it was just out and it just scurried back. That one right there. See how quick that little sucker is? Yeah, well, as you can see, its back is tore up probably, oh stop, we had a really good view of it. See how tore up their backs are? Like, they're naked. They have naked backs now. Well, Mean Mr. Mustard was pulling those feathers out. And I thought it was these three plus Mean Mr. Mustard that were pulling their feathers out. So I pulled those out. The smallest one got out, and I had to pull out all of this chain link. You can see that this is completely not where it was. It scurried over here behind these. So I had to pull all that out. As you can see, it's still kind of disheveled. And then it went behind the plywood, so I had to pull the plywood up. And see all the little holes? There's like little cracks and little holes all along the bottom edge of this wood where it's rotted out. And I was scared to death that it was going to get out. I thought for sure. See, look, there's holes. There's like, and those little guys are so much smaller than they look. So I was chasing it back and forth back in here. And we have mice in here, by the way, too. So if you see one scurry, don't be alarmed. But, it scurried back here to behind all this crap, right? All this chicken wire. And you can see, again, you can see sunlight, like right in there. You can see sunlight. So, yeah, bad news. So it scurried back in there. I had to pull all this chain link out. And I finally caught it and got it put in here, right? Shaking, heart beating, 1,000 miles an hour. I thought I was going to die. Well, that's the male quail call. So, was having a panic attack over this quail. Finally got it put in the cage. Well, then I came back down a little later to check and see how they were doing, and I noticed that the other quails were losing feathers off their backs too. So I stood back a little bit and was observing, and I discovered that it was mean Mr. Mustard that was pulling out feathers. He was being so mean to them. If you look at their backs, you can see that they're missing feathers back there. It's horrible looking. So mean Mr. Mustard has been sequestered all to himself. I mean, mean Mr. Mustard might be a girl. That might be why it was doing that. Maybe she's a meanie. Maybe she's mean Mrs. Mustard. I don't know. But then I decided that I needed to put Mr. Mustard by himself. And so I had to take the other two quails out and put them back in here and then get Mr. Mustard and put him in here by himself. 3 of them got out during that process, but I'm learning to be very, very quick with the quails, and I was able to retrieve them almost immediately after they had scurried out. So I'm getting better with it, but man, I hate handling them. I hate handling them so much because they are just so... They scurry, and they are tiny, and they are slick, and I just feel like I'm going to mush them. But, I mean, c'est la vie, right? So I put a fake egg over there. Oh, and look, I put a fake egg in the corner because I was hoping that I could make sure that they're not eating their eggs. And someone laid an egg. That's number 7 for today, you guys. That's our 7th egg. This is the 2nd day that we've had 7 eggs. That's a faker. Nothing in that one. Nothing under the mossy one. Wow, cool. 7 eggs. That's delicious. Now, this is the fun part. The fun part is playing Twister to get under here and get the egg. That's the trick. Without putting your hands in chicken shit. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. And we can't use a stick because we don't want to bust it. But that is a fine egg. That is actually a really, really nice egg. Man, good job. I think that was probably Faddle. Good job, Faddle girl. Oh my word. Okay. Curse the maker of the coop. That was me. Nice egg. Nice egg, girl. Oh God, I'm sorry. You guys got a nice little view of the chicken poop. That's really gross. All right, cool deal. 7th egg. Quails seem happy. Mean Mr. Mustard is by himself, but that's okay. He earned himself some time in solitary. Yeah, squeak, 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 squeak. Awesome. So, rainy day, but nice day. Played quail catcher. We named Mr. Mustard. It's your own fault. You drove everyone away. And look how nice and peaceful they're being to each other. See? No one's picking on each other. Because I watched them for a little bit this afternoon, and they were seriously, like, terrified of mean Mr. Mustard. Like, he would go over into the basket, and they would start hopping up and trying to fly away because he was picking on them so bad. He's a meanie. You're a meanie. Might be a girl, who knows. So, I think that's it for today. We reviewed our quail catching. We've had more crows coming around. Goodness, the pace of the rain is quickening. We've got Oswald, who's standing out here looking like a pigeon because he's got his feathers all down and he's wet, soaking wet. Ah, but you use Rain-X. I see that you're weather resistant. It's beating off of him. Got some soggy pecans. Soggy pecan cones. Look at how it pulls over there. They love it though. They love it. They love going puddling through it. Got the Favrils over there. We got their cupboard so they have a place to get in and stay dry. I put their food way back in their cage so it couldn't get waterlogged again. That's what this is. I lost all that food because the bottom of that container got waterlogged. So their food is back in where it's nice and dry now. So you don't have to worry about that anymore. But, alright everyone. Looks like everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's good on this Thursday. I hope everyone survived. Tomorrow's Friday, so we will be back tomorrow morning. Make sure you take a look. We do a morning and an evening edition most days. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you again to our best friends, our 152 subscribers. That's incredibly amazing, you guys. I never thought I'd get above 10. So 152 is an amazing achievement, but I would really like to get just a little bit more than that. A little bit more. It's cute. I like how I say that. Oh my. We're 15% of the way there though. That's the good news. 15.2 actually percent of the way there. So keep chugging along. Each one of you mean very, 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 very much to us. So thank you. And we will be talking to you guys later. Bye-bye.